What's going on, y'all? Nick coming to you with another video. So you guys, today we have an interesting one. So apparently we have a video called Vice President Tucker Carlson, Donald Trump floats ex-Fox News host as his number 2 in 2024. Alright, so the reason why this is interesting is because if anybody doesn't know, I'm sure you guys do, but Tucker Carlson used to work for Fox. And, you know, Fox wants to present itself as partisan, but truth be told, you know, they have leaned very liberal as of late. And, you know, there are many rumors as to why exactly Tucker Carlson was fired, but truth be told, I think it was a big mistake. Now, I would love to hear from you all. What do you guys think about, you know, the fact that Fox dropped Tucker Carlson? But I thought Tucker Carlson was one of the few people that was actually, you know, centrist and, you know, just stuck to the facts. He asked many people hard questions on both the left and the right. And I thought it was just a big L for Fox News as a whole to drop him. But let's just proceed to this video because I would love to hear your thoughts on, you know, potentially Tucker Carlson being the vice president for Donald Trump in 2024. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections below. But let's just get right into it.
Former President Donald Trump has said yes, he would in fact consider former Fox News host Tucker Carlson as a potential running mate in 2024. He said this while being interviewed on the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton show. Let's listen.
Would you consider Tucker Carlson on your VP list?
Oh,
now,
wow.
I want to give you a hypothetical here. You're a big sports fan. You know, like Nick Saban's going to retire at some point. And if you talk to the athletic director at Alabama, he would say he has a list. So would Tucker Carlson be on your list of potential VPs? And how many names might be on that list as you sit and look and survey the political field?
Well, first of all, you know, I did my first, you could call it counter-programming, but I won't call it that. But Tucker wanted to do an interview during the first debate. And I think you know, because this is what your business is, we broke every record.
Monster audience.
In history, yeah. I think it just hit over 300 million people. But it was for that evening over 207 million. It then got to 275 within a day or two. And the biggest ever was Oprah's interview with Michael Jackson, which was 125 million. So we almost doubled it. Now, who would have thought that was going to happen? The debate, the last debate they had the lowest audience in the history of presidential debates. I don't know if you know it. And I think the one tonight is not, it's on tonight, and yeah. I don't even talk about it.
Would you consider Tucker, though, that they based on those
I
numbers?
like Tucker a lot. I guess I would. I think I'd say I would, because he's got great common sense. You know, when they say that you guys are conservative or I'm conservative, it's not that we're conservative. We have common sense. We want to have safe borders. We want to have a wall because walls work. You know what, Ron, I used to say about walls? I'd say wheels and walls. Everything changes. The computer...
So that got some pickup online yesterday by conservatives. Trump saying that he would potentially name Tucker as his running mate. To be clear, Tucker has never expressed any interest in running or as running mate or running for president. In fact, he specifically said that he would not do that. He will never do that. He's totally opposed to doing that. People keep floating his name on his behalf. He does not have any interest in it, but they float his name on behalf because they think he's an interesting figure. And, you know, despite once saying that he hates Trump passionately, he has interviewed him on his show, and it did, by the numbers Trump's citing. Now, of course, they're not exact comparisons because Twitter counts every time you happen to scroll past the video, depending on how long you watched it. It still
And if you have the most followed Twitter account on Twitter, like Elon Musk retweeting your videos, then you're going to get a lot of pickup. A lot of eyes are going to scroll past
that's fair.
it.
That's all fair.
I do think it's interesting that the host there put Trump in this weird position, because we disagreed about this a little bit, but watching the counter-programming after the first debate, I did see some tension. I did detect some tension between them. Trump is not someone who forgives easily or ever, and who has a very long memory, who seems to be able to recall bizarre slights from the 1980s, often to great comedic effect. And so the idea that he would have forgotten that Tucker Carlson said that he hates him passionately in the Dominion lawsuit disclosure.
Yeah, I don't think he holds it against him, but...
Well, this is interesting because she's mentioning the fact that, Tucker Carlson in times past mentioned how he hates Donald Trump. But truth be told, I don't think that has any bearing on anything. You see, the thing is, this is what we need to understand about Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump is a businessman. He's a businessman, and that's what made him... Look, let me just make a disclaimer real quick, right? When it comes to politics, if these politicians are moving their mouth, 9 times out of 10, they automatically lying. And I'm one of the few people that believe that, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are two sides of the same coin. All right. But when you're voting, right, you have to think to yourself, like, which is the less of the two evils? Now, if you've been following me on this channel, you will know where I stand. I'm more conservative, although truth be told, I really just care about the Bible. That's all I really care about. So when you think about those things, right, I got to ask myself who I'm going to align myself with. It's obvious, though, the conservatives lean closer to the Bible. So I'm going to vote for Trump. And you got Vivek as well. He's not too bad. But the point being is that, you see, what made Trump so good was not him as an individual. I don't really care about his personal beliefs, but because he was a businessman, all he cared is, at the end of the day, how can we run America in such a way where we can maximize profits? Because it's clear we are trillions of dollars in debt. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the purchasing power of the dollar is diminishing by the day, by the second. So who do you want in office? Do you want somebody who has a track record, a history of actually knowing how to balance a budget? I mean, this man literally went bankrupt and still managed to get back all his riches. So this man clearly understands finances. All right. So I don't really care about Trump as an individual. And furthermore, going back to the Tucker Carlson, I don't think Trump cares about remarks that Tucker Carlson made in times past. He's probably looking at it as does his views align with running America as a business? That's all that really matters, you guys, is like, can we run America effectively? So I don't think, things that, Tucker Carlson said in times past has any bearings on who you should choose. You see, the thing is, when we choose who should be our partner based off of emotions and feelings, that has nothing to do with running the country, right? You may not like somebody, but are they good at their job? Are they truly going to be partisan, right? Are they going to truly be for the people? And I think it's very clear, based off the ratings of Tucker Carlson, people clearly love Tucker Carlson because he is, for the most part, fair. He doesn't lean too much to the left nor to the right. He just cares about the facts. All right, but let's proceed.
They seem to have made up just fine. I think Trump understands that was frustration given the situation going on, and Tucker's still on board with what Trump was trying to do with the Republican Party. But that's not me with any insider knowledge. maybe I'm just projecting.
Tucker's a smart guy, and I think he is savvy and a savvy business person and knows what side of where his bread is buttered. And obviously they've made some kind of amends and have come to a détente. But Trump's personality is not a forgive and forget kind of personality.
Well, also, he's not going to pick someone who could potentially... not that anyone can easily overshadow him, but he's going to want. He wants a booster, sure, right? He wants a
right. But even I was another example of this is that he made up with Megyn Kelly, and even in his interview where he was had made up with Megyn Kelly, I have to remember saying that she was asking him bad debate questions in his view because she was on her period or whatever. Mm-hmm. He made an allusion to it. He made a little bit of even in their makeup chat. He tends to be a little bit provocative. It's not what I think most of us would perceive as kind of genuine apologies. It's more like, you bent the knee, you kissed the ring, we can move forward. I've forgiven, but I've not forgotten. That seems to be his MO. And I'm not saying that to like diss him or anything. I'm just reading between the lines of his reluctance to say, yeah, Tucker Carlson would be a great running mate.
Yeah.
Trump has floated all kinds of people as his running mate. He loves the kind of fantastical, magical thinking. You know, he's still in his head, obviously, in some kind of ratings race with Oprah Winfrey. Like, this is.
Okay, so she's mentioned, I forgive him, but I don't forget. I mean, again, I'm not going to play the whole video. I'll probably put the link in the description after the live. But you guys, I would like to hear you guys in the comment section. Does it matter? I mean, even in life as a whole, I mean, okay, you forgive somebody, but who says you need to forget? I mean, and also it's all in jest. I mean, he probably brings up things in the past, but again, it has no bearings on how you're going to run the country. It has no bearings. And clearly, if he's mentioning that he wants Tucker Carlson, then clearly it didn't bother him nearly as much. When you're dealing with politics, people are going to say things about you all the damn time.